Hey guys, I'm Mez from WoW Weekly and welcome to the Design Corner. In this editorial series I look at different parts of WoW and see how I would design the next big thing or perhaps improve upon it. Today we'll be taking a look at dailies and world content in general. In the past two expansions we've gone through all types of degrees on dailies and more recently exploration content in the form of treasures. In Mists of Pandaria we started out with a huge amount of dailies, but then it got brought back to singular daily hubs and the unlocking of new dailies over time in the Throne of Thunder. We ended up in the Timeless Isle with many rares and treasures, but no real direction, which would turn out to be an experiment for Warlords of Draenor. The problem with Mists was that at the start of the expansion there was a daily overload, you had to unlock multiple factions to do more dailies for gear and profession rewards, and this burnt out a lot of people from dailies, which gave someone an aversion from the concept of dailies altogether. Now, as you know, in Warlords we had the Apexis dailies, which would push you into going to different areas every day, where you would kill mobs, rares, and destroy some objectives. Now this would allow you to slowly grind up the reputations and see different parts of the world to prevent you getting sick of the same area, unless you got the pit over and over and over again. One of the issues was that the reward, the Apexis crystals, didn't really get you anything that was still useful by the time that you had saved up enough. The other issue was that there was no story connected to them at all. You had the weekly garrison campaign mission, but other than that, it was just the Apexis daily. Now we're in Tanaan, where we get more dailies to make us visit different parts of Tanaan every day, and we have the option to continue to do the remaining bonus objective areas if we want more Apexis crystals. At the same time, we have 3 new reputations that gain reputation either through dailies and a weekly quest, or grinding out through the Sabron mobs. While this is definitely an improvement over what we had in 6.0, going to the same areas every day despite the added structure will burn you out quickly. So how can world content be improved? Well, for starters, let's look at what worked well and should come back. Slowly gaining reputations through dailies and weeklies is a lot better than the passive grind we had in 6.0. Going into a different area every day helped prevent burnout from the same environment. Both one-time and recurring treasures were a nice extra niche to explore. The same goes for the one-time and recurring rares. If anything, it would be nice to see a combination of Mists and Warlords style rares. Reputations having rewards that still mattered by the time that you got them leveled up are an absolute must. And finally, the rotating daily NPCs such as Harrison Jones in the Garrison were also a pretty good thing. So let's take these elements, put them in the next continent and give some structure to it. How should the world content look like next? To illustrate it, we can use the map of Draenor to get a better picture. Have 3 or 4 reputations that give useful gear and profession rewards along with the usual toys, mounts and pets. Have 7 different areas that are possible daily hubs each day. An NPC will send you to one of them each day, and for that day you will be able to do a set of dailies in that area, giving you already more of a structure to the content. Each reputation can be earned in 2 of the areas, leaving 1 reputation for just 1 area, and allow that specific reputation to also be grinded out through mob killing. And then finally have the rotation of these areas set just like the current profession NPCs in the Garrison, so that you don't get the same area 4 times in a row, and every reputation has a chance to be gained equally. Now this will eventually become boring like all content eventually becomes. However, the diversity should prolong it before it does happen. Keep in mind that while you have these dailies, there will still be rares and treasures out in the world to get. Now while they'll help, we need more dynamic content, which is why I would love to see world invasions being introduced to the world as well. These would work similar like the rifts in the game Rift. Have a random invasion spawn out in the world where you have waves of mobs attacking a certain area and ending in a mini-boss. Of course, multiple invasions can be up at once. Helping get rid of these invasions will reward the player with a currency that they can turn in for certain items. Think of items like account-bound reputation tokens. These would allow you to speed up getting reputation with a certain faction if you feel the rotation of the hubs doesn't give you a reputation as quickly as you want, or possibly extra reputation for your alts. Of course, that's just one example of a possible reward, but think of items that don't give a massive character power boost, but are still useful for a while. Later patches could of course introduce new rewards to keep invasions relevant. Which pretty much concludes how I generally design future world content. What are your own thoughts on what type of world content should be added to World of Warcraft? Let me know in the comments. If you liked this video, please subscribe and click on the like button because that would help me out. For now, I'm Mezzy, and I'll see you again next time.